Did you hear about the hippie who loved nature so much he married a river? Mississippi. Welcome to Shave&Butcher, and welcome to a traditional shave. It's traditional because I just came back from the royal capital of Sweden, Stockholm, watching a musical at the Royal Opera House, the musical Sweeney Todd, which I'm sure you've heard of. Character active, well, peaking in the mid-1800s. So I found a razor which is from that time. This is a Sheffield wedge. It's a Shave&Butcher, and yeah, it's really old. Smiley blade, about 6/8, 7/8 of an inch. All original, apart from the pins. Original horn scales with lead inlays. You know, all of that would have been forbidden by today's measures. So that's contemporary to Sweeney Todd. The soap almost is. The soap is Mitchell's Woolfat, which was first made in 1893, so slightly later. Boar brush, obviously. I've attempted to do like the barbers do and make a lather in a bowl, and I think I completely messed it up. Now, Mitchell's Woolfat isn't the easiest soap to lather. I do it reasonably well when I build the lather on the face. This time I tried to build it in a bowl like Sweeney Todd, and yeah, it's just a foamy mess. I shall have to watch Uncle L Shaves or someone like that for a tutorial, but should be slippery enough to get a shave in. And the shave is going to be a trim of the beard. I'm keeping this for a little bit longer. And yeah, off we go. I'll shave the head afterwards, not with a straight razor, but with a modern invention called the safety razor. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Sweeney Todd, yeah. I mean, first, he's a fictional character, of course. First invented in the mid-1800s, and it's been operas and musicals. The version we are most familiar with was created by Christopher Bond, a playwright from Britain called Christopher Bond in the early 1970s, and then Stephen Sondheim put together a musical in, I think it was 1979. It's quite a lot of lather for the little shaving we're going to do. And this was, it was Broadway, and it also became a movie in which starred Johnny Depp as Sweeney Todd and the lovely Helena Bonham Carter as Mrs. Levitt. Have you seen it? It was, I mean, I'm a big fan of musicals. I love musicals. Some people think they're silly. I just love them. I used to be an amateur musical actor, actually. Not a very good one, but nonetheless. So it was great, and I hadn't seen the musical before, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, the Swedes at the Opera House did it in English. Not always easy, especially getting the Cockney or London accent right, but they tried hard, and the singing was amazing. I mean, those voices, I mean, they're opera singers, right? So they know what they're doing. Really good, really, it's funny more than anything. and I did enjoy it. And I've never been to the opera house before. The opera house is from 1700 something. King Gustav III put it up. House, I mean, and it's a thing of beauty. And we were in seats that were quite elevated, so when the straight racers came out, and you could see them quite a bit, and there was stropping and there was lathering and not a lot of shaving. He started to shave a little bit, but then he just sliced their throats. Is that where cutthroat comes from, I wonder? And obviously, I mean, spoiler, but it's from the mid 1800s, so spoiling can be allowed. The meat from the victims became the most popular pies, meat pies in all of London, at the hand of Mrs. Levitt. Yeah, it's just very funny, very, very funny. Well done. Wanna watch the movie again? Johnny Depp obviously makes a good job, and it's nice just to see a theatrical piece where the straight racer is at the center of attention. So we were a little bit too far away from the stage to see any details in the straights, but they looked very much like this. Smiley blades. He had a whole box full, and you know, he talked to his racers. He called them his friends, and you know, the audience were laughing a bit, and I was just, I know. They are our friends, aren't they? So anyway, Sweeney Todd. Not the most charming character, which is a bit unusual as a lead in a musical. Musicals are usually happy and cheerful, and this thing is just miserable to the bone. Can you see how foamy that is? It's really not a good lather. If anyone has any advice on how to bow lather Mitchell's wool fat, I'm all ears. Feel free to use the comment section below as you wish. Also, if you've seen anything, play, musical, the movie Sweeney Todd, what did you think? You know, I really enjoyed it. Edwin Jagger, also from Sheffield. Edwin Jagger, what do I call it, 86? With a Willys blade in it on, I dare say, the 4th use. So we'll see if it's sharp enough. It does appear so. It does appear sharp enough. Yeah. Safety racers. I think Sweeney Todd would have just laughed at them, shrugged his shoulders, saying, "How can you kill someone with this?" You know, the deeds of the likes of Sweeney Todd probably were a big contributing factor into the making of safety racers. Those straight racers can be difficult. Straight racers. I've been doing YouTube videos for 6 years or something with straight racers, and I still can't say the words properly at any decent speed anyway. straight razors. Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was a long trip to make. Stockholm is about 6 hours away from where I live. So a long ride for a show, but it was, what was it, a Christmas present or a birthday present? Christmas, birthday, can't remember, for my son, because he's not necessarily a musical fan like I am, although he does enjoy musicals, but he is a big fan of Sweeney Todd. So he liked it. He thought it was a little bit awkward when the Swedish men and women were trying to speak English in a London accent. He wasn't quite content. But really they did the best they could, and I think very few people beat the Swedish Royal Opera when it comes to voice quality. So yeah, it was great. It was great. We did a little bit of sightseeing, a bit of shopping as well. You could squeeze in. My wife did most of the shopping. Well, no, it's not altogether true. I shopped too. Found this shop where you can buy anything, anything to do with gentlemen's clothing you can buy. So they had a sale, and I'm from an area in Sweden which is sort of like the Scotland of Sweden, and I've lived in Yorkshire, so if there is a good deal, you must take advantage. So I did. I was there for so long, my wife left. I think she was there to, I don't know if she was there to encourage my shopping or control the budget, but I stuck with it for so long that she left, so that was good. So I went all in, and then she bought a pair of sunglasses which cost about as much as all the clothes I purchased, so there you go. So who's the smart one in that situation? It's all good. She deserves it. She deserves pretty things. She's not spoiled with beauty, usually. Living with this. So at least she can look good. That's something. I really should do a straight razor head shave. You know, I will do it. I will do it before the beard goes, which could be in a month or so. We'll see. Just waiting for the mustache to grow a little bit more, to see if we can get proper curls in it. Okay, let's rinse with tap water. Bet you Sweeney didn't have that. Good job, little razor. There we go. Ah, nice. Sunday today, Monday tomorrow. And tomorrow is the annual medical exam. I do once every year, where they check everything. And the doctor tells me, or the nurse, how fat I've gotten and how unhealthy I am, and you know, gonna die soon. So that's great. Looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. Have a good week and catch you soon. Stay sharp.